All right, coming up on Nothing Major, we're going to dive into the Asian swing and give some stories from our experiences in Beijing and Tokyo. We have some fan questions, which we haven't done in a little bit. Always love that. And we're going to end the show with the little segment. We're going to buy and sell stocks of ATP players towards the end of the year. And that's all ahead. So let's get the show started. Welcome back. Nothing Major, everyone. John Isner here, Jack Sock, Stevie Johnson. Sam Query is here. As I mentioned on Monday, he was traveling, so he could not make our Monday show, but happy to have him here on Friday. Sam's back in his home in LA. Sam, we really unpacked Laver Cup. I know you listened to every second of the episode already, and we really unpacked Laver Cup in a big way, but just real quick, I want to get your thoughts on the event and the overall, I guess, spectacle of Laver Cup in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. You were there 3 straight days. It was sold out. San Francisco is like unbelievable host city. The event is very, very high end. Like the hospitality around, like the kind of insides of the event is like next level. Like high end sushi, Levain Bakery. They make those like thick cookies. Like those things are everywhere. Like stuff like that is just unbelievable. And the tennis was awesome. Like Team World on day 2 went 4-0, and you're like, big lead. But as we know with the format, anything can happen. I had a flight booked Sunday evening because I thought maybe Team World would take the first 2 matches and I'd be out of there. But once they lost that doubles, which you expected them to lose because like Carlos losing to Fritz the day before, you're like, all right, he's going to bring it the next day. And bring it, he did in the doubles. And then he chopped up Cerundolo 2-1, maybe.
Yeah, that was a beatdown.
2-1, and then Fritz just came up huge in the end against Zverev. I was a little surprised that Team Europe, maybe, I don't know if like Team Europe put Zverev in against Fritz because they matched. Or no, excuse me, they didn't match. Team World match, but they would they would have known that was going to happen, I think.
Yeah.
Just because Fritz is, was 5-0 against him, and now he's 6-0 against him. But that match had good drama. Came down. Fritz is up a set in a break. Obviously, Zverev broke back, went down to a tiebreaker. But it was like it's gotten to the point where like maybe that first year there was that debate: is it an EXO? Is it not? It is not an EXO. Like the stress in the stadium, the intensity amongst the players, like they want to win this thing, and it was fantastic. But my only little, if I had to like pick something apart, is I don't know if they have to change this, but toward the end, like a lot of fans had left, and they had this problem in Berlin last year. Because like the matches started at noon on Sunday, and by the time you get to that Fritz Zverev like kind of last tiebreaker, it's 8:30 p.m. So people have been there for 8.5 hours. So you do lose some fans. And again, same thing in Berlin last year. But the people that stayed, it was loud. And Fritz, you just like weirdly trust Fritz in these big situations. Like Sinner, Alcaraz, you obviously trust, and then Fritz is the next guy you trust to just come up big and go for shots and come up clutch, and that's exactly what he did. But great event.
That's what we spoke about. Yeah, the dude's clutch. He's got that gene. So
I know what I was a little bummed with. Like I saw you guys make fun of me on the last pod. By the way, like when I was on the bench, I was interviewing the players.
We know
and
that.
After the interview, you kind of sit there.
Doesn't look like that.
I was kind of like, because I had to stay that night because I missed my flight, I was kind of like waiting for the text from maybe like Fritz or Mickelson or like, hey, we're going out. And I like didn't get it. I was like waiting up in my bed till like 11. And like, my feelings were kind of hurt.
Wait, would you have gone?
Yeah, I would have gone.
She would have been like, bye, Abby. I'm going to go to the player party.
No, Abby had already flew home earlier in the day. So it was just me.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, my feelings were hurt, but
But it did look like you were part of Team World, You're just stolen valor once again.
I don't know. I thought I was getting it.
He's a Team World alumni.
Right? I would have thrown the text out to Lerner Tien.
yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Sam.
Yeah, if they listen, just let them know.
Those guys totally should have stopped in their moment of euphoria, winning the Laver Cup, and texted you.
Yeah, maybe the car ride to the club. Like, oh, dude, why are we? Was text query? Like, but I didn't get it. So, anyway.
feel like I might have gotten a text.
Yeah, I feel like Jack would have if you were there, Jack.
I sat in my room and had some Chinese dumpling soup by myself at like 11.
Well, that's a good segue for our next little segment. We're talking about the Asian swing. We did this a little bit last year, of course. Tokyo and Beijing have just started the two 500s on the schedule. Let's start with the food over in Asia. Sam just mentioned his dumpling soup in San Francisco. What do we think about the food over in Asia? Let's just do Tokyo and Beijing. What do we like about that? I think I played Tokyo one time.
Tokyo is great.
Yeah, Stevie's Mr. Tokyo.
Yeah, he is Mr. Tokyo.
Played for the love of the game.
Food over there, Stevie, and not just the tournament food, just the overall scene in the city.
Yeah, the food's incredible. I guess I was pretty lucky for like the bulk of my career. I was with ASICS forever. I was at Yonex forever, like for a while. So like I was always there, and they treated you incredible when you're over there. They take you to these amazing dinners.
Always a sushi dinner?
No, not always. I mean, dude, like the steak restaurants, like, you know, they're hibachi style. Like obviously they're in the States, they're more like entertainment hibachi. Like over there, it's like very proper chef hibachi. Like they're not, you know, flipping the shrimp, you know, into your mouth trying to catch it. But it's the food's insane. Like the food, yeah, exactly. They're not doing that over there, but it's the dinners are amazing. And Sam and I probably went a few times. We were lucky. One of our like the USTA strength and conditioning coaches, Satoshi, would always come over with us and like kind of would spearhead that if we were just going out like with us, because, you know, then you can kind of get a bit more adventurous with your food. Sometimes you can get out there and get a little lost in a menu and you're not sure what things are.
Yeah.
We were lucky. We had a lot of help, but you know, the dinners that I had with like the A6 people, the Yonex people, whoever, was incredible. The food's insane. So I enjoyed my week in Tokyo every year. You know, the dinners were awesome. The atmosphere is incredible. It's just, I really enjoyed it. I only paid Beijing once, so.
Oh, I have a bold take.
Go.
Give me American sushi
over
dude, sushi in Japan.
So wrong.
Like from
it's
a good
not
restaurant.
The worst take. There's some amazing sushi places in America.
You.
I'm not necessarily agreeing with you. They're both good. They're different.
They're different. They are different. They
absolutely
are different.
You can't get a California roll in Japan.
No, you can't. And you get a lot of variety from, you know, and like Embers and Mason. Great sushi.
Oh my God.
It's great
yes.
sushi.
Was there a couple weeks ago.
You have that Wagyu roll, the Wagyu steak roll?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just give me the American sushi. Jack?
It doesn't surprise me for you.
To be honest, I didn't try it enough over there. I was more of the room service. Give me a club sandwich with no tomato at the tournaments. I didn't really go out.
Don't be that guy.
Club sandwich and crinkle?
Yeah, I didn't really go out. The Beijing brekkie that you and I used to share every morning watching NFL games. I didn't venture out too much for the food. But I do love Asian food, so I'm actually a little upset I didn't like go out and explore a little bit more and try it. But I probably don't have the most experience here for that. Nor did I ever try. I know some players have gotten like try like the street food. You know,
you could do that in Tokyo for sure. Beijing.
I did that in Tokyo. I wouldn't do that in Shanghai.
But yeah, I was more of a room service guy and just chill.
I feel like Beijing. The first few years I played Beijing, like 2008, 9, 10. A couple times I remember trying to go out and find a restaurant in the city, and like you would touch one of those like Chinese spicy noodles to your tongue and just start tearing up. You couldn't eat outside of like the courts of the hotel. It's just like another level of unique spice. But now like in Beijing, it's pretty good, especially like if you stay like whatever the hotel is at Beijing, they kind of have the generic Italian restaurant, usually like the basic, you know, restaurant you can get like club sandwich, hamburger and stuff like that. I feel like it's come a long way. Breakfast buffets in Beijing.
Oh,
you can argue
good.
in Shanghai, maybe the best in the entire world. They got like Manuka honey dripping down, the fruits, omelets, pancakes, waffles.
There's always American sports on the TV, whether it's NFL or MLB playoffs.
Yep.
With the time change, you're down there because you're so jet lagged. It's 6 a.m. and you're watching, you're watching our sports back home. So yeah, totally agree. Breakfasts in Asia are elite. I think the best dish, I think about China in particular, has to offer, this goes for Beijing, Shanghai, anything, any restaurant, is the Peking duck.
Yeah.
You a fan of the Peking duck?
Yeah, very good.
Sam?
Yeah, I am. I actually had a little Peking duck at Laver Cup.
Ooh. At the Rocket Club?
At the Rocket Club. They had it.
Yeah.
Had to
it's good,
some.
right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
With a little taco?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's little sauce.
Yeah.
Jack's looking at me weird. Like, you've never had the Peking duck?
I don't think I ever had the Peking duck. Like I said, I was probably club sandwich, no tomato.
He was just hammering club sandwiches.
Yeah, clearly. All right, that's it for the food. All right, did you guys feel, because I always felt that the time change issue going from the States to Asia was so significant, way more significant than it was going to Australia, even though they're kind of in this similar time zone. They're 1 or 2 hours apart, Australia and Asia. Why was that? I always had such a hard time adjusting going from the States over to China. Those first few days, practice was rough. You're up so early. You're just not. I don't know. It's just tough to adjust. Does anyone else feel that, or was I the only one?
Yeah, it's because you're haggard after 10 months of travel.
I don't think it was that. No, I just think it's.
I know why it is.
Do tell.
No matter where you are in the world, Beijing and Tokyo was like a 12-hour time change. For whatever reason, it felt like that. Whether you're coming from like the West Coast, the East Coast, Europe, Australia, it felt like Beijing and Tokyo were like 12 full hours, which is the hardest time change. Even though it actually wasn't technically that, it just felt like it for some reason. And I feel like I never got adjusted to the time there. Did you guys?
No, it was tough. Beijing was a tough adjusment because
Beijing was tough.
Wasn't that sunny ever?
I was gonna say, honestly, I think the weather was part of it. It was like smoggy, and like you wake up and it just like, I don't know, there wasn't like a whole lot going on, I feel like, at times. So you kind of woke up and it felt, I don't know, there wasn't like a lot of energy going on. Even when you get to the courts, it wasn't like, I don't know, you didn't like feel the juice maybe at times. And so it just felt a little more down for some reason.
Not much energy at the courts, right?
That's in
Beijing. Tokyo.
Perfect way to say it, Jack.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head there, Jack. Tokyo might be a little different, but in Beijing, as big of a tournament is, with as much prize money it has to offer, like you go there and you go play on Moon Court and
at
Lotus
10 a.m.
Court,
and
there's just not that much energy. Everyone's ghostly white, right? There's no. I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's like everyone loses their tan. It's like everyone looks horrible.
The crowds are at least a little better now. Again, if you go back 15 years ago, some of the crowds,
they were empty
in Beijing. There was no crowds. You play on a court with no one. Maybe you have like 2 top 10 guys. Now there's people at least, but there is just like a weird. I'm not going to say no energy. There's a weird energy, especially in Beijing.
Yeah. And the fans are almost so respectful. Like they're like, they just like clap between points, and there's not like most tournaments, yelling going on, and there's a lot of juice coming from the crowd, and it was almost like so respectful and even quiet at times. It was hard to like get fired up and get going, I feel like.
But just such big events with such big points and like big prize money. I mean, everything is.
Did John and Jack, did you guys ever go to the silk markets in Beijing? Stevie and I went a bunch. You guys ever go get the fake stuff?
Some of my favorite times.
So fun.
You loved the fake stuff, Sam.
Loved it.
I love haggling.
DVDs.
Early on.
Remember back in the day?
You the full DVDs like for a certain full season wouldn't work.
You like a full season of Friends
these
or something
AirPods,
for $2.
You get like 30 of them for like $30, and they'd last for like 5-6 days.
Yeah,
but you'd expect them not to work.
Yeah, that's true.
But then the hag. What'd you get there, Jack?
I was like, I remember getting like a jersey one time, like a fake Michael Jordan jersey for like $4, and I got called hospital crazy trying to bargain with the lady. It was, I got some, probably like a fake Louis backpack type thing, and yeah.
Do you guys remember in Beijing though, Sam, they would always have a tailor come to the hotel?
Dude, I still have my fur. Keep talking. I have my fur coat. You want to see it? I got it.
Dude,
yes,
The
please.
Joe Namath like fur coat is the best.
The Joe Namath fur coat. But in Stevie, in Beijing, they had the Jack. You remember they would have the tailor come to the hotel.
The same thing. They'd come.
Shanghai. You're exactly right. He would come in Shanghai. Exactly.
They'd come to the room, and you'd have like 10 guys lined up outside, and then inevitably you would never get it correct ever.
No, but it would only cost you $300 for 3 suits.
No, of course, but like they'd ship it to you in the States, and it would be wrong. Like, what are you going to do? You're not going back there. Like, you take it to a tailor in the States, and it's.
How did you have that so readily available?
It's in my closet right here. Look at that. It's like polar bear. How nice is this thing? I've only worn it out. I probably got it 8 years ago. I think I've only worn it out in public 2 times.
Why would you ever wear that out in public?
Why wouldn't you wear that out?
I wore it. We took like a snow trip a few years ago, and I looked baller going into the restaurant. This is only like I don't know. Maybe pay like $200 or $300 for this.
I mean, that's unreal, dude.
It's nice.
It looks like the fabric's still intact. Like it looks,
dude. It's like I've worn it 2 times and sitting in my closet. I'm just waiting for another snow trip. I can't wear it in Southern California.
It'll get chilly in January. You can wear it out in January, maybe.
Like a little school drop off.
Drop the boys off.
Take the chilly out there.
I was just actually talking about this. It was funny with John's and my agent Sam Duvall. He got all his groomsmen, his suits done in Shanghai or Beijing, one of the two, for his wedding.
So you each do have suits from Beijing. Not
me.
Were you not a groomsman?
No, this is right. He got married before. I think I signed with him, but
my bad.
But I never did it. A lot of guys did that.
Go on, Stevie.
I'm like confused now.
Yeah. Okay. Best events in Asia, like the whole swing.
Chengdu?
No, it's obvious.
What is it?
It's Shanghai.
It's Shanghai.
It's not even close.
Agree?
Do you think there's a better 2 weeks for you guys of fellowship than the breakfasts that we would share in Asia?
It was like that for 2 weeks because you never adjusted. So you're always up at 5.
It's impossible to adjust. Know what I think it is? Especially once the smartphones came out. Like you'd wake up and you maybe wake up at 4:30 and you look at the phone and you might have 7 or 8 texts and you're like, I'm going to check. You would check Instagram or something. And that just that little 5 minutes and then you were up.
Don't do it.
I think that was it. If you went over there with no phone, I think you would have adjusted easier.
But you guys would have never done that.
That's not the craziest theory.
No, it's not a crazy theory at all.
No, I'm saying you guys would never have done that. You guys would have always had an iPhone, no?
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry. Back in the day. BBM.
Yeah.
BBM. I think the best if you put a tournament together, if you go Beijing hotel room with the city of Tokyo and the Shanghai tennis part of it would be the sick Asian tournament.
I like Shanghai of all the cities. The best.
I will say the hotel was the best of the first 250 week was always the best hotel in Asia.
Yeah, Chengdu. Thank you.
Chengdu. I played in Zhuhai. It was insane. It was like the Ritz or the Four Seasons. It was incredible.
It's not as good anymore.
They're not?
I was texting Mackie McDonald randomly the other day. He was in Chengdu. I was like, how's the St. Regis? He goes, it's nice. Oh, no, it's not the St. Regis anymore. He goes, it's whatever it is now. He's like, oh, it's nice, but it's not the St. Regis. So they pivoted away from the St. Regis at Chengdu.
Yeah. I stand corrected then.
Yeah.
Because that was always the best.
We would say we weren't excited, but I always deep down inside, I something about it. I liked it. There wasn't the stress. The stress of the U.S. Open was behind you. Kind of just get over there and, hang out with your buddies and try to win some tennis matches.
I did a full 180. I was I hated it maybe the first 6-7 years, and then I liked it, like John's saying, for the last 10.
Once I got there, it was fine, but I think twice in my career, I drove to LAX and turned around and went home and booked a flight the next day. I was like, I can't do this right now. And I went home. But once you get there, it's great.
That is true. All right, well, let's move on to the actual the 2 500s I mentioned, Tokyo and Beijing. We spoke about this last year. I think Sam had a bad take. You tried to say Tokyo was tougher last year. Remember that?
No.
Had an argument? No?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know what I said. It doesn't matter what I said.
Yeah.
What I will say
you had a bad take last year.
Beijing is always tougher. Beijing is always tougher than Tokyo.
Well, this year, I think
Beijing's tougher than Tokyo this year, for sure.
Yeah, I mean.
No, Beijing's tougher.
Beijing's tougher.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Slightly. Used to be a lot.
Tougher's tougher.
I'll be actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter because there's 2 guys that scare you, and there's one in each draw.
Good point, Stevie.
They're both not that tough because Sinner and Alcaraz are going to win each title, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
The draws aren't that tough because these guys are better than everyone else.
So Alcaraz played Beijing last year. He's playing Tokyo this year. And Sinner's in Beijing. So Sinner and Zverev in Beijing leading the charge there. Demon is the 3 seed. And in Tokyo, Alcaraz, of course, the 1 seed. Fritzy, he's going to lace him up.
Alcaraz and Fritzy in the same draw in Tokyo. Does that,
Yeah.
Venture to say is that a better 1 and 2 seed than?
Yeah, you're splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs, right? Yeah. So, no, I'm just saying.
Are you guys? Sometimes I'm surprised that some guys play Tokyo. Assume you're not getting an appearance fee. Beijing prize money is double what it is in Tokyo. If you win Beijing, it's like 750 grand. If you win Tokyo, it's 416,000. Like, why? If you're, I'm trying to pick I'm not calling these guys random. Like Alex Mickelson. Why did Alex Mickelson go to Tokyo over Beijing?
Does he get in guaranteed over in one or the other? Or
yeah, he's ranked 30 in the world. He's getting in either one.
Okay,
he's getting in either one.
I bet he got a deal in Tokyo.
I'm saying if you didn't get a deal.
I don't think he got a deal in Tokyo. I think they're only giving deals to seeded players. Yeah, I'm with you, Sam. You play Beijing and you hope to get a good draw.
Totally. Every time. It's a no-brainer. I don't get some guys that even sign up for Tokyo.
And the doubles, Jack, the doubles money in Beijing was like we made finals one year. We lost to Piersey and who do we lose to?
Peasy and Continent
in the final. We were playing for a lot in that final in Beijing.
Yeah.
Like, big time.
Some of us play for the love of the game.
Stevie, you're a guy that always played Tokyo. If you would have gone to Tokyo over Beijing, assuming you didn't have sponsor obligations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. What do you mean?
If you win doubles in Beijing this year, you get 250,000 split. They're just giving away money in doubles.
Well, the only time I played doubles in Beijing, Sam and I lost to the local wild card, so I figured I'd never go back.
I mean, the doubles draw in Beijing, I'm not even going to, there's no need to call names out, but like.
Call them out.
Any two pairings of us right now could make a run to the semis there right now.
What are you talking about?
I'm with Sam.
Right now.
Yeah. A few days of practice.
It's not crazy to think we can't semi Beijing in doubles right now.
Give me 2 days of practice. I have a torn oblique. I can't serve. What do you mean? The more I play, the worse it gets.
Well, you're not on the team. It's John and Jack, or John and Jack. John and Jack probably final.
I feel like we could, Jack.
we might be able to.
Anyway, I was just trying to make a point that like sometimes if I'm a player, I'm going to Beijing over Tokyo every time.
For sure. If you're all about the money, but play for the love of the game, like some of us do.
Yeah, you really
go
play
to
for the love of the games. Moving on to fan questions now. It's enough about Tokyo and Beijing. We'll talk more about it on Monday. But any of these questions stick out to y'all that you liked? We have a lot, as we always do.
Best chance of winning 25 slams. Read that one.
This is a good one from Charlie Gibbons from Illinois. Who has the best chance of winning 25 slams? There's 3 choices. Carlos, Sinner, or Novak, who's one away. That's a good one.
I'll take it, Carlos.
Sam?
I'm taking Carlos, too.
I'm taking Carlos, then Sinner, then Novak.
Yeah, no disrespect to Novak, but
I think of the same exact lineup. I think
these guys are each going to win like 40 titles.
I think Carlos Sinner's like 50-50 for me, and then Novak is third on that, which is scary to say.
That is terrifying to say, Jack.
I go back and forth between Sinner and Alcaraz. I was Team Sinner like before the U.S. Open. Then after the U.S. Open, I'm back on Team Alcaraz.
Yeah, that could flip next year again.
It could flip. It could flip. But Novak said it, right? He said as much. It's hard late in the slam to beat these 2 players in particular in 3 out of 5. He fell short at Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and U.S. Open.
And Australia.
And Australia in the semifinals against all of them. So
he needs somebody to lose.
Yeah, he does. It's like he's in the same boat as anyone else, right?
Everybody's in the same boat. These guys need some help.
They absolutely need some help.
Yeah.
Okay. Lane from New York City goes, when you were on tour, were you media trained? And also, how many hours did you spend after a match and doing post-match press? So were any of us media trained?
No one is really media trained, but they have ATP school. I don't know if they still have it.
Yep.
ATP University. So it's essentially like once you make the top 100, you have to go to mandatory ATP University. And they have a couple during the year, like one in Orlando, one in London, and maybe one other one. And they might have, 10 to 12 newcomers that have just made the top 100. And it's like a 3-day training course basically on media, on how to take care of your body, on being like financially financially responsible, and a few other things. And it's like this course that you go through. Now, most of the players are kind of not media trained, but you've already done some media because you had to do some to get into the top 100. But the tour at least has this mandatory university that, quite frankly, is kind of annoying. Like you've traveled all year, and they're like super mandatory annoying. University for 3 days in some place that you got to fly to. But I think the ATP is just kind of covering their back and just saying, look, we've done our part to try to help these guys take care of their body, be responsible with finances, be media trained. But so, yeah, that is like the bit of training that all the players have.
But wait, you did it like somewhere else back in the day? We did ours like, I don't know if Jack did around the same time as me, but we just did it in Miami, like right before the Miami Open.
I flew to Orlando in like December.
Yeah.
In the off season.
Ew, really?
Orlando.
I was living in Florida,
disgusting.
but I did mine in the off season, so I drove an hour to Orlando. Easy.
Oh, yuck.
Ours was in Miami right before the tournament, and it was an excuse for every player to go out for 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
We'd practice at the courts like in the afternoons, like we do it. It was so much easier.
But I'm assuming it's the same, but it was mandatory. It was like I felt like if you didn't do it, you were like not even playing the next year.
Mandatory it was top 200 mandatory.
Yeah, like you weren't getting like tour card or whatever.
Yeah, you weren't getting your pension or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No
they would
insurance.
withhold some benefits. You had to do it, but did any of you guys take home some of those lessons you learned once you graduated from ATPU? I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Just my diploma. It's the last one I have.
Couldn't tell you one thing that they said in that.
But I mean, we're all like, you gotta have just common sense.
It's common sense.
when you're answering questions.
You guys remember the Harlem Shake back in the day? This is random. Our whole ATPU classroom.
Wait, did we do it at the same time, Jack?
Did we do were you in the Harlem Shake with us?
Maybe Jack and I did it at the same time. That's good memory.
We got to find that video.
The Harlem Shake.
Ugh. Everybody
What
like
is that? I mean,
you like did the
We
thing.
did it
It was
at
like one of
Davis
those
Cup one
internet
year.
things, and
And then you like froze kind of.
Yeah.
we did do that at Davis Cup. That's what it's called. Okay.
yeah. But that was 2012, maybe 13. Like that was a million years ago.
We should go back and find out like which of the last 15 years, which ATPU class is like the best one.
Ooh.
I don't know how to figure that out.
How do we find those? We could probably find the classes.
You could probably just ask the ATP for photos of all the graduating classes. Pick them
The
out.
draft,
That's true.
The draft class of
Best class. Best graduating class.
To see where Sinner did it,
Yeah.
kind of before he was Sinner.
And I guess for lane 2, like after a match, for the second part of that, I feel like it was maybe like 30 minutes in press and stuff. I mean, 30 to maybe an hour max at times.
Sometimes 0 minutes.
Yeah. Depending on the situation. If it was a first round of an Indian Wells, sometimes 5 minutes, you win a round of 16 quarter at a slam, it would be like, it's like ESPN, Eurosport, USA Today, generic press, it would be an hour.
Yeah.
It's always a good problem when you had a lot of press.
Yeah.
This is true.
All right, we like this one from Tom. Don't know where Tom is from, but he asks, draft the worst possible ATP player based on attributes.
Like, should we go shot by shot?
Serve, forehand, backhand, volley, movement.
Want to start with like worst serve in the top 100?
Yeah,
It's our fellow American.
I know you're saying. He's top 100, right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Jack, Stevie, you know who we're talking about?
He's got a great game apart from his serve.
He won a title this year in America. It's Jensen
He
Brooksby.
might have been, yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Brooksby
Yeah, yeah.
serve.
Brooksby serve.
If he improves that serve, because he's got a lot of attributes apart from the serve. So I agree. Anyone,
Yeah,
you
that's a good
guys
one.
disagree, Jack, Steve?
No, that's a good one.
No.
I gotta look
Okay.
up the rankings.
So let's go forehand. I have one.
Who?
Retired.
I mean, Benoit.
From Latvia?
Latvia. I was going to Gulbis. Benoit's a pretty good one too, though.
I feel like Benoit was worse.
You think?
Gulbis was more dangerous. I feel like Gulbis could like if
For sure.
if he connected, he could like hit some missiles with that thing. Benoit is just like he can't do anything with it except drop shot.
All right, let's take Benoit
Okay,
pair.
we'll go Benoit. That's fine.
Benoit pair.
All right.
Backhand.
Backhand.
The two-handed drive backhand or just...
That's the thing, like
on the
Stevie,
racket
like
for it.
Stevie's slice was you could just lock down
Yeah,
in the
it's
corner. It was
nasty.
pretty
Stevie's
good.
backhand
Like,
was so good.
Yeah.
He would lock you down with the slice.
there's got
Thank
to
you,
be
guys.
someone with the worst backhand.
So how about we can give Stevie, we'll go two-handed backhand.
Okay, yeah.
That's fair.
Bad volleys. Did you guys give a shout out to Mickelson last week for the volleys at like the doubles at Laver Cup, by the way? I know he went 1 and 2, but like he got that double-handed backhand
I
volley.
love the
His movement
two-handed.
was sick. Like
Yeah.
he was good.
He's lanky. He's got a lot of cover.
When you're comparing Mickelson to Jack, if he's going to be like the new doubles guy. But no, I agree. I was very impressed with his doubles ability.
I was impressed. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. His movement at the net, which is not...
He's got some work to do to get on the Jack Sock level.
Yeah. I mean, for singles players to be able to have that movement at the net and know how to move at those angles and at the right time is something that, we don't practice a lot. Jack, you never practiced that ever, but you were like the best at it. So you just naturally knew how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. Sam, you certainly didn't. Stevie, you were pretty good. You weren't at Jack's level, though.
No.
Stevie was good. But yeah, Mickelson, I was impressed. I'm with you, Sam. I was impressed with his volleys. What about
volleys so then, like, tough because no one you don't see a lot of guys volley.
I mean, Zverev could be up there.
I was gonna say Zverev or like Opelka, but then Riley can hit some decent ones at times. Opelka. But yeah, Riley though.
You don't like his volleys?
I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
You guys? And we got
I don't love his volleys. He can improve the volley.
I trust Zverev to make a volley late over Opelka. I just try at any time for that matter.
I don't trust either.
Well, someone we have to trust less for the sake of this game.
All right.
We're giving volley to Riley?
Yeah, let's give him a little congrats to Riley. Where's volleys?
Nick, congrats.
Yeah.
I think he would be honored in that, actually.
Yeah, he would.
Return is an easy one right now.
Oh, return.
Is he going me?
No. You're way better than the player I'm about to name.
Petchy Perry card.
Yeah,
right?
He's the worst. He has diabolically bad statistics on return. Diabolically bad.
I'm still buying Perricard stock going forward. I just he can once he's got to. Steve, you need to coach him on the slice backhand because he can develop a slice backhand because he never hits it.
This is a problem.
It is a problem.
Final thing, real quick. Movement. Worst mover.
I'm happy to take it. You guys want to give it to
underrated. But your move,
your movement wasn't like for
Karlovic.
Yeah.
If you go like size to like movement ratio, like it's not you.
Thank you.
Fine, I'll just give it to John.
Give it to me. That's fine. That's a pretty bad player.
Is the player we just crafted top 200?
No.
Ugh, no.
Top 500?
Yeah. I don't think so, dude.
Okay, you have to think the two most important things here are the forehand and backhand. You're going to play a lot of those, and you have Benoit's forehand and my backhand. How are we winning?
And Brooksby's
points?
serve.
How are Brooksby's
never
serve
getting a
points?
free point?
And my movement.
You're moving like John to the ball.
And Petchy Perricard's returning. Yeah, no, we're not top 500.
500 is like an honor if you can get top 500.
We're not playing 6 for like a low level Division 1 team.
Mustangs.
Yeah, no, that's a
cracking
bad
that lineup.
player.
Yeah, that is a bad player. Good question.
Yeah, very good question.
Horrible question. I mean, good question. Horrible player.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry.
All right, you want to move on to buy and sell?
Let's do it.
Buy, sell. All right, we're going to buy, sell stocks.
Who's going to dip a little bit in the rankings? Who's going to improve? Who's going to have a good, last 5-6 tournaments?
Yeah, so then it's like players potentially.
Is this just any ranking really? Like we can
top give us top. It's got to be like top 30, 40 guy.
Yeah.
All right, you want to buy? Everyone choose a buy.
All right, you go first.
I'm going Medvedev. Damn, we're going to buy him. You can take him. Take him.
No, I don't.
I think it's an obvious choice.
I'm not taking him.
Okay. He likes the hard courts. I think he likes fast hard courts.
Has he hired a new coach?
I believe he did.
Okay.
Unless I got tennis Centelled, I think he did.
It's possible.
But I'm going to go Medvedev. That's me.
Medvedev's good pick.
Jack?
I'm gonna buy some Mickelson stock. I think he's gonna come off Laver Cup with like a fun, got that first experience. I'm assuming first time to Asia, so he doesn't. He'll still be hungry and excited to go over there and like compete and play. Maybe unlike some older, more veteran players who've been over there 10 times. He'll still be excited. So I think Mickelson will maybe ride the momentum from Laver Cup and confidence and keep rolling.
I'm taking Mensik. Buying Mensik.
Yeah.
He's young. He's hungry. Just played, great win at Davis Cup. Didn't get the win at Laver Cup, but he's going to be flying high in Asia and Europe.
All right.
He's going to, exactly like Jack is. He's going to be young and hungry. He's going to want a piece of the end of the year.
Give me Opelka. Still, missed a lot of the last few years. Indoor, he likes Europe. He's that guy that like on the off week goes to Belgium for like 6 days, look at museums.
Yeah, he does like Europe.
And I just, if the serve gets going inside, give me Opelka to, not like going to the top 20, but, get up there. I don't even know what he's ranked right now. He's ranked 62. Give him a bump to like 40 year end for me.
Give him a look at being seeded at some slams next year eventually. Maybe not Australia.
I think Demon Hour is going to light up the fall as well after that, but it's tough when they're already tough when they're top 10 to like move up a whole lot.
All right, now we're selling. This is a personal segment. This is tough.
This is personal.
Okay, now we're selling.
Dibs on Draper.
Dibs on Dimitrov.
I think he was someone that's an interesting one is Francis. I'm not saying I'm selling him, but I think he's one to watch. Just I could see him going either way.
He can't have a worse Asia swing than he did last year.
What did he do?
He had that massive blow up in Shanghai.
Oh, that's right.
He cannot have a worse. He can't have a worse one.
Just going to Asia, not getting fined is a massive success for
That's
Francis
a win for
this year.
Francis. So let's hope for no fines from Francis.
All right, we got to sell.
The sell's hard.
Sell's hard because if the guys listen to this too, then and we got to
everyone
see
listens.
Them,
we know
and
that.
then you got to see them face to face. It's just tough.
I'll start just because I don't think he'll listen, and I don't know. I'm gonna go Cerundolo. I'm just gonna sell Cerundolo for the fall.
Nicest guy, by the way, at Laver Cup. I never talked to him. He's the best dude.
Nice guy. Don't know how much he loves Asia. Don't think it's probably that similar to South America. Don't think he likes the indoor hard probably to finish the year. So I'm just gonna sell Cerundolo. No hard feelings. I hope you prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I like it.
Glad I'm done with that.
All right. I'm going to sell Chapo. Ooh, you're selling Sitzy?
Yeah.
Stevie?
I think he did decently
Everyone's
well at the end of
selling him, so he's a cheap buy right now.
Yeah, but he did well at the end of last year. I just don't see him turning it around this season. And he's hurt, actually, so that doesn't help him.
No, that does not help.
I feel like that's a cheap pick by me, indeed.
Give me TP, Tommy Paul. Just like he looks hindered late, and I just haven't seen a lot from him. Having said that, I hope all these players. Oh, let me redo that. I didn't know he had surgery. Edit that out.
All right.
So yes, he is hindered.
I had no clue.
He's hindered.
All right, give me. Gosh, man, this is tough, guys.
It is hard. All right, I'm gonna sell Chapo. I'll give you a little more time. I'm gonna sell Chapo.
It's a little weird. Bublik just won a title. Give me Bublik to just like finish the year like 1-5.
I like that.
Yeah, that's actually a good pick. I like that.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
It's very possible that
he could get to like Beijing, Tokyo, and just
regardless, phenomenal year from him. Did he just won his 4th title, right?
But he sounds like the guy that could just shut it down and be like, I'm good.
Just shut it down. You know, a little vacation in Kazakhstan for like 3 weeks.
No, he's going to start his like mountain retreat like we talked about last year.
Yeah.
He's going to start it early.
It works for him.
We'll circle back after the year-end finals and see where we're at with those.
I'm going to honorable mention who Isner's buying and sell Medvedev as an honorable mention.
Okay.
Just for some drama.
Yeah. I like it.
You buying or selling?
He said he's selling. He's going Oppo.
Oh, opposite of you.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this Friday episode of Nothing Major. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. Again, follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok at Nothing Major Show. So give us a follow. Give us your comments, feedback, everything. We take it all in and we appreciate it. And we're having so much fun with this. So thank you guys. Stevie, Jack, Sam, and the team at SIFT. Thank you all as always. And we will see you on Monday.